Longevity is part of it, but his legend reaches beyond his years.
From the silver screen to Slough, where Russell Brand's reading extracts from his new book at homeless charity Shock. The stand-up's own story of drug and alcohol addiction is well documented. Now over 14 years clean, he's written Recovery. I went to meet him. What do you think Russell Brand, 15 years ago, before he came into recovery, would make of Russell Brand now, a spiritual guru, handing out copies of his book? What would he say?
I think that lad would have been very impressed, but he was an easily impressed sort of individual. I had no right to feel as entitled or as ambitious as I did, but I was a right little show-off. I was that kind of a person. But I was then much more fixated on the idea that I would make myself happy if I had lots of stuff, if I had a glamorous life.
Russell Brand believes when it comes to addiction, whether it's heroin or a social media habit, we're all on a spectrum. His book and interpretation of the 12-step programme used by Alcoholics Anonymous is a guide to helping people overcome compulsive behaviour. Now, you talk about sex, drugs, and actually one of your biggest demons, chocolate biscuits. Yes. It all started there, Russell, didn't it? Was that your first love?
Once you start to recognise what addiction is, the object becomes less important than the feeling behind it. So, of course, you know, heroin will mess your life up quicker than social media or chocolate biscuits. But if you're looking at social media because you feel lonely and empty, if you're eating chocolate biscuits because you feel miserable, then you can get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Obviously, social media does leave a lot of people feeling alienated. Are you still thirsty for likes? Are you somebody that becomes kind of obsessive about social media, or do you feel like you've got a healthy distance from it?
If I look at it too much, I get real excited by it, Minnie.
Do you? And Russell Brand's entered a new chapter of his own life. Now married to Laura Gallagher, last year the couple had a little girl. Is that something that you thought would kind of pass you by, or did you always think you were going to become a dad?
No, I always wanted to. It was always important to me, and I'm really, really grateful for it. But without a programme, it would not have been a possibility.
And what's it like?
It's better.
From rehab to fatherhood, Russell Brand told me he owes it all to those who helped him on his own road to recovery. Minnie Stevenson, 5 News.